Welcome back to the Mia Pompey podcast. Let me say this clearly because I don't think anyone else is going to say it like this. You're not low maintenance. You're under requiring. And there's a difference, a big difference. Because low maintenance sounds cute. It sounds easy. It sounds like something to be proud of. But what it actually turns into over time is you accepting less than what you need and then convincing yourself that you're okay with it. You say things like, I'm fine. No, I don't need much. I'm easy. But if we're being honest, you're not easy. You're quiet. You're adjusting. You're actually shrinking in real time just to keep things smooth. And here's when it gets uncomfortable. The people around you, they didn't decide to give you less. You trained them to. Every time you didn't say anything when something was bothering you. Every time you over-explained instead of just stating what you needed. Every time you accepted the bare minimal energy and called it understanding. It was you that lowered the standard. Not loudly, but quietly. And you know what? Quiet standards get overlooked. Those quiet standards get overlooked every time. But what you're really doing is removing yourself from the equation and then wondering why no one is showing up for you. Well, talking about someone that shows up for you every time, I'd like to tell you about my good friend, GINA FILIPPONE. I've known GINA for over 20 years. And over time, you really learn who people are. You learn who listens and who actually cares. And GINA is one of those people. So when I talk about her, when I recommend her, it's not just professional, it's personal. Because when it comes to your health, your skin, and how you feel in your own body, you don't want noise. You want someone you can trust. And GINA is that person you can trust. She takes a different approach to wellness. She doesn't push you, she sits with you. She doesn't push products, she pays attention to you. She pays attention to you, to your body, and your needs. With over 30 years as an esthetician and as an accomplished author, yes, she definitely has the experience. But what matters most is how you feel after working with her. You feel supported, you feel understood, and you feel taken care of. Now this week, she's offering 2 powerful options. Her GLP-1 nutritional support and her NAD with drink plus serum booster. And this part is most important. Both are a nutraceutical approach, not a pharmaceutical. Let me say that again because it truly means everything. Her GLP-1 nutritional support and her NAD Plus drink with serum booster are both a nutraceutical approach, not a pharmaceutical one. Meaning you are supporting your body, not overriding it. You're working with your system, not against it. And I'll tell you honestly, I love these products. They are clean, they are intentional, and they're designed to help you feel better. Feel better in a way that actually lasts. So if you're in a season where you're ready to feel better about your body, to look into the mirror and feel good again, and to start taking care of yourself without the confusion, this is your moment to reach out to GINA. You can call or text GINA directly at 914-584-9812. Now, let me say something that might hit a nerve. You don't need someone to step up. You need to stop stepping down. Because right now, you're making yourself easy to keep, but hard to value. And those are not the same thing. You don't ask for reassurance, so they stop giving it. You don't express expectations. So, you know what? They assume there aren't any. You don't correct behavior. So, guess what? It continues. And then one day, you're sitting there and you find yourself thinking, it got like that slowly, quietly, through all the things you didn't say. And here's the part no one talks about. Sometimes you do call yourself low maintenance because requiring more feels uncomfortable, because speaking up feels like a risk, because having standards means someone might not meet them, and that would force a decision. So instead, you remove the requirement and keep the person you've always been. But understand this. If someone only fits in your life because you made yourself smaller, they actually don't fit. A woman with standards doesn't have to be loud. She's just clear. She doesn't over-explain. She doesn't chase understanding. She doesn't perform for comfort. She simply knows what works for her and what doesn't. And if someone can't meet that, she doesn't negotiate with herself. She adjusts the access to herself. Because the goal isn't to be easy anymore. The goal is to be aligned. So no, you're not low maintenance. You've just been under requiring. And it's time to change that. Not emotionally, not dramatically, but clearly. Because the more you raise your standard, everything shifts. Conversations change, energy changes, and access changes. And most importantly, you change. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. This has been the Mia Pompey Podcast, and I will see you in the next episode.